Happy Halloween, everyone. Welcome to another episode of I Said When I Said podcast.
Do you like our outfits? We're very Halloween.
So this week is Halloween.
Yep.
I'm a scary witch. And
I am telling her it literally looks like an eagle. Doesn't this look like the beak of an eagle and that looks like the eyes?
It does.
And also, why is it wearing mascara? Why is it like glamorified? It's like yassified like demon. It's like if Art the Clown like went to Sephora. I don't really
Don't
like
talk
it.
about Art the Clown.
We watched Terrifier 2 yesterday. She's seen it before. I have not. And well, you know, it's a lot of gore, and I'm okay with gore, but I don't love it. The story was just kind of there. It was like 99% art ripping.
It didn't make sense at all. Like, I definitely think the first movie's... I think... Okay, in my opinion, I think Terrifier 2 is better. But... Because I haven't watched Terrifier 3 yet, too, so that's the thing. But the thing is, like... It was, like, weird. She got this, like, magical... Spoiler alert. Magical sword gave her, like, powers to, like... come alive.
Like, so basically this girl, she like gets killed by Art the Clown, but then her like magical sword of her Halloween costume makes it so that like she actually can like kill Art the Clown.
Yeah.
And she like decapitates him, and there's like a little girl Art the Clown that like comes and like gets the head of Art the Clown.
Yeah, and she like sharts herself and
Yeah, she poops herself in like a laundromat. It's really weird. The story was easy to follow, but there wasn't really a story there. Like I understood what was going on, but it's like still like wasn't interesting.
That's the thing, yeah. There was definitely a lot of suspense in it and just like a lot of slaughter, but
there was suspense and like during like the kill scenes but like you know that they're gonna get like killed in the most brutal ways. So there's suspense, but at the same time there's no suspense, because as soon as they start like hinting that Art is near, like you just know that person's gonna get like killed. Like there isn't really any like what's gonna happen, because you already know what's gonna happen. Like But yeah. Anyway, I just have this preppy hat that Rowan had, but you guys all know that I'm being Blueberry Muffin for Halloween.
Yeah, and I'm being Kissed from Kiss Mary Kill.
Yep.
I was gonna wear my costume today, but I feel like this is better. I feel like this is better because like it would just like wearing like random costumes would be like,
yeah,
hey, what are you doing? Like, who are you cosplayers? Like,
and I like this hat. I like how it lights up. But if it dies,
I got that at a Taylor Swift concert.
Really? You did?
It was $37 though.
Does it have lice? I'm sorry.
No, they were selling the hats. Like they weren't.
I thought. I was confused. Anyway. But yeah, it's the week of Halloween. I feel like I've been waiting for this for so long.
I know. I'm really excited. I'm really glad it's on a Thursday.
Yeah, and you know how it lines up perfectly? Literally. So freshman year, we have Halloween Thursday night. Sophomore year, we'll have Halloween Friday night. Junior year, we'll have Halloween Saturday night. And then senior year, we'll have it Sunday night.
The thing is...
I think that's how years work.
Well,
I could be so wrong.
Year. The leap year.
Yeah, I could be like so wrong.
So like
I think later.
I think either senior year or after senior year is when leap year, because leap year just started last year.
Last year was a leap year?
Or was it 2 years ago?
It's every 4 years.
No, it was 2 years ago. So we'll have a leap year next year. No, we'll have a a year.
Yeah, we'll have a leap.
That sucks.
If you're saying the right thing, then we'll have.
I don't even know at this point.
I mean, we're close to the weekend, like in terms of like when Halloween is. So over the next couple of years, we will have at least one Friday or Saturday night Halloween. Mm-hmm. And I feel like we haven't had a Friday or a Saturday night Halloween since like freaking like 5th grade or something.
Yeah,
like second grade.
I don't remember like any day being.
Halloween is so nostalgic for me because actually every single Halloween day I've remembered going to school and then coming home and going to...
Yeah, because we would always do a parade. Like, yes. We always do a parade.
And elementary school, I feel like every single day that was every single year on Halloween, we always would have school. It was never on, like, a Saturday or, like, a Sunday.
Yeah.
Like, we would... in our elementary school, we would go to school. We would do this parade thing where we would just walk around our entire school, and all the parents would come and, like, take pictures of their kids. And, honestly... It was just so nostalgic for me.
Wasn't there like a Halloween party after, or was that like Christmas parties and stuff?
Yeah, usually there was like the teachers would play like Halloween music, like Thriller and like Monster Mash. Would you watch like The Great Pumpkin, Charlie Brown, or like,
I remember watching Spookily, Square Pumpkin. Spookily
You've never watching Spookly? I never watched Spookly.
Spookly the Square Pumpkin?
I know what you're talking about, but I've never watched.
You never
Spookly.
watched it?
Well, I've seen the movie, but I never watched it.
Gosh, I've never watched like. I never watched Charlie the Great Pumpkin. I watched Charlie the Christmas Special.
Charlie Brown the Christmas.
Yeah, this is in school, and then I've seen Spookly. I would always watch Spookly.
See, I would always watch The Great Pumpkin.
Or we do like some like random like coloring and
we
like,
do like bingo or I just remember there would always be decorations.
Yeah.
There'd always be music playing.
Like
Monster Mash.
I want to go to high school and like everything be decorated and be like Happy Halloween.
Yeah, like I just remember Halloween is so nostalgic for me. And then I would come home and my mom, we always have Christmas. Valentine's Day. We always have Halloween at my house. I've only gone to my friend's house a couple times, but even in elementary school I would just go with my little brothers, but we always just stay at our house and go around our neighborhood because we live in a really nice neighborhood. And like obviously it's like a few streets down from where we're filming. But where my house is, because we live really close to each other. And yeah, I would come home and my mom would make, there would be like music, like Halloween music playing, and it would still be sunny out because it's enough, it's like not late enough in the fall where it gets like dark out early. It like it'll still be light out around like 6, but my mom would always make tortellini.
What is that?
You don't know tortellini?
No.
Tortellini.
It's like a pasta.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, it's because it's like an Italian word that's like.
Yeah, that's what I was like.
Pasta is like.
If I said pasta,
yeah.
It's like
something.
Elion,
it's like 1,000 like vowels and consonants, and then ini. But yeah, tortellini is like circle pasta with cheese in the middle, and it's really good.
So like ravioli.
Yeah, it's like tiny ravioli kind of, but it's really good. And like, so my mom would always make tortellini, and we would always have.
She's making it this year.
No, I don't know. I mean, it wasn't like a tradition. Like, it wasn't like every year is tortellini. Like, it just, in my mind, Halloween always, it just so happened that my mom would make tortellini. But, yeah, I still love tortellini. My mom hasn't made it in a sec, but I love tortellini. And then we would go out in our front yard next to this really big tree that we used to have before we cut it down. And we would take a picture of all our costumes with me and my 2 little brothers, and then my mom and my stepdad. And my older brother, when he still went trick-or-treating with us. But, yeah, we would all take pictures in our costumes together, and then we'd go out just around our neighborhood, and we'd come back and like trade our candy, and then we go to bed, and then we go to school the next day. Like, that's how I remember it happening.
I hardly remember like me going trick-or-treating. I remember my old neighbors. I think every year me and my neighbors would go trick-or-treating all together, like because like since we were neighbors, we would always go here, like we'd always go around my block.
Yeah.
And then remember one year I went trick-or-treating here with Lorelai. We went as Squid Game characters.
Oh, the girl at 69.
And, she like number number 61 or something. And then I was like her friend that had like the nose piercing.
I've never seen Squid Games, but I know like some of these people.
And then after that year, that's when I like found my friend group, so we would like rotate. I think 2 years ago we went to Mara's house, and then last year we went to Amber's house. And we're going now. 2 of my friends don't want to go trick-or-treating with us this year.
Which 2?
Lydia and Tori.
Wait, what's Mara doing?
Mara's being with us.
Oh.
Yeah, Mara. But yeah, and then it's just gonna be a small friend group. I mean, my other friend moved a while ago, like moved schools, so she'll be trick-or-treating with us this year.
Wait, who? Keegan?
No, Katie.
Sorry, I don't know why I was thinking about Keegan. Obviously, it's Katie.
And then one thing I do remember every year is I would like 3 days after Halloween, I would always trade candy with my brother. Like, it was never like the next day. Like, we'd be like, I would just randomly come down and be like, hey Nolan, what did you get from Halloween?
Actually, no, me and Dennis would do that also. I'd come into his room and be like, do you have any Hershey bars left? I have eaten all of them.
Well, I wouldn't ask specific him. I'd be like, wait, Nolan, let me look at what you got. And it would be like always like on the weekend. It wasn't like the day after school. Yeah. But yeah, it was really fun.
Halloween is honestly the most nostalgic holiday for me. Yeah, Christmas is obviously great, but like you can't beat the nostalgia of like Halloween, like fall, the leaves are falling, and it's like a little bit like breezy, but like you go out for a while.
And next after Halloween, next is Thanksgiving. What do you do for Thanksgiving? Do you just stay at your house?
No, so for Thanksgiving, actually, so my parents are divorced. Sorry, that was like gruesome. I was like, for oh yeah, holidays. And then I was like, my parents are divorced. But anyway, we always do. I go to my grandma's house because we never have school on Thanksgiving, obviously. Gigi? Yeah, my Gigi. Love her. I go to her house, and my aunt and my uncle and my cousins come over. We have a really small family on my dad's side, but they all just go to my Gigi's house, and we eat a really early dinner. Like, we eat at like 4 o'clock, and we spend like an hour there. Like, we go there at like 2, and then we stay until like 4:30, and then we zip out of that house, and my dad and my stepmom and my Brady, like, I feel bad for them because they always have to come along to drive me and Dennis down to my mom's house, because then we go to my mom's house and we eat a second Thanksgiving dinner there, and we have dessert there, and then we're there until like 9 o'clock, and then we go home. That's also what we do for Christmas and Easter.
That really sucks.
No, it's really fun. The 3 major holidays, that's what we do. We spend the early parts of the day with my dad's mom, and that's like calm and like chill, and like they have a playground near their house, so we go there with Brady and we hang out. And then we get raced down to my mom's house.
Party and
it's like, yeah, because I have a really big family on my mom's side. It's like all my like aunts and uncles are like, party, wow. And I have like 18 cousins, and they're all babies. They're like all baby cousins, and they're like, wah, wah. And then all their like moms are like, hello. And then like they have a really big house. It's like,
the moms are like, hello. I would expect so.
And then Aunt Claus like, bonjour, 10 minutes, ask me anything. So, yeah, and there's so many people to talk to there, and they have a really big house. It's just, like, interesting there. So, yeah, I love the major holidays where I get to go to different houses. It's fun. It's just what we've always done also.
See, I'm kind of the opposite. I don't spend that much time with my family, especially because my family, like, none of my family gets along. So, like, my dad's, I just found out recently that my dad's, like, family doesn't want to see us anymore.
That's so
or something.
sad.
And I was like, because we don't really see him that often, except like my dad, my uncle, and they just recently got in a fight, so now I can't see him anymore. But so now, last year we literally didn't, like, we just did like Chinese.
Oh my god.
And we used to do this as tradition that like we went to my mom's cousin's house, and we would just like. Because me and my brother are really picky eaters, especially towards Thanksgiving, and I can't have like certain stuff makes me throw up with like the texture and everything.
Oh yeah.
So like if I have like mashed potatoes or like
I love mashed potatoes.
I can't eat mashed potatoes.
Yeah, that's how Dennis is. Dennis is so picky. He doesn't eat any of that
stuff. Or like turkey. I mean, I could eat turkey sandwich, but like it has to be like the right amount of like texture, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
And oh my god, I can't see with this one. But this year. My mom was like, you don't want to go back to your cousins, do you? Because, like, we've all grown up now and just, like, not the same anymore, because we haven't, like, spent, like, I don't think I've seen them in, like, 2 years. Mm-hmm. But, and then for Christmas, oh my gosh, Christmas is probably my favorite because we have a tradition where, me and my brother sleep upstairs together. I wake up, I used to wake up, no, sorry, he used to wake up first, but now I wake up first and I, like, wait till, like, 5 o'clock. Sorry, 6
in the morning?
6 o'clock, yeah.
No, that's so crazy. I wake up at, actually, no, I always used to wake up at like 5 a.m. and like I would go downstairs and I would see the presents, then I would run back up to my bed. No, now I woke this Christmas, like this past Christmas, I woke up at 7:30 and I was like, I didn't want to get out of bed. But I also had COVID, so anyway, keep going.
But the thing is, I get so excited, especially because like sitting downstairs in like the morning, it's like cold and like the heater's on and everything, and I always wake up at 5, and my mom's like, okay, you know what? You need to wait till like 6:30. So every time I just watch my phone or I watch TV until 6:30, and me and my brother go downstairs, wake my parents up. We go downstairs and we go to my playroom, and that's where all the presents from Santa is. And then we wait a little, and then we go into the living room where all our presents from our like family is, like my mom's.
I'm so sorry. I'm listening. I just like
That's okay.
I'm texting like my mom and like I.
And then around like 12 or actually no, maybe 8 o'clock. My pop comes like in the morning, and then we open his presents. But it's like it's really fun, cause I don't know. And then my mom makes a really good breakfast, and then Then I go upstairs and like sort my stuff out, and like
Yeah,
that's
I always
my
do that.
favorite thing to do.
At the end of
I like
like
to
all
call
the present
people.
opening,
Yeah.
I do my haul and I like open like I like bring all my stuff to my room and I'm like, okay, now what do I do? I feel like the Crumbl cookies are gonna be good this week. I have a feeling that they're gonna be good. So let's take a look. So number 1, we have pumpkin cake, and it's this like multi-layer like cream.
It says trick or something.
You're looking ahead. You're looking at the featured cookies.
Sorry.
But it's like a multi-level like cream cheese pumpkin. I mean, I don't know if I'd be able to finish all that, but it looks really good. Next is dirt cake, and
That's the cake that you got at the restaurant. Do you remember it?
the mud.
The dirt with the worm. Why is it like one singular worm?
I know, you can't see this, but the cookie has like one gummy worm on it. It looks like it's just a chocolate cookie with a gummy. Sorry, there's like hair on my face from this. Okay. No, but I don't even want to take it off. Okay. There we go. Yeah, it looks like it would be good. I don't have any complaints. It looks like a normal like chocolate cookie with just like one singular gummy worm, so that might be good. Next is Blue Monster featuring Chips Ahoy. It looks like it's a normal cookie, but it has like Chips Ahoy in it and also like on top of it. What?
Why is it not Halloween themed?
It is Halloween themed. It's like
I don't like it. I don't like Blue Monster. I don't like that.
okay. Well, I don't make the cookies. I'm sorry. All right. Next is Semi-Sweet Chocolate Chunk. Basic. Looks very good. Next is Peanut Butter Reese's Pieces. It's like candy.
It's candy themed.
Yeah. And they have chocolate chip cookies. There's a gummy worm one. There's pumpkin. Like,
I thought it would be like ghost cookie or like.
no.
Oh, cookie shaped as a ghost. That would be good.
Okay.
Is that it?
No, there's one.
Okay, sorry.
You're like, go next one. What are these? These are bad. I don't like them. I don't like them. Okay. And then final one is Halloween Cake Batter Blondie. So it looks like it's like a cookie, but it has like Halloween like flavored sprinkle.
Halloween flavored sprinkles.
Yeah.
That sounds good.
I mean, they're like basic, but they look like they would be good, so I don't have any complaints. Okay. So now it's time. Okay, guys, it is time to read some scary stories. Now, Rowan does not know what I'm about to share with her, these scary stories, but hopefully they are going to be.
Want to go back and forth? Or do you want to say
Yeah, sure. I'm on a website that has like 16, so I'll give you one.
16 teenager things?
16 scary stories.
Oh, sorry.
What is a teenager thing? 16 teenager things? Here's a list of our top 16 favorite teenager things. Okay. So this is a frightening story of a girl who was alone at home one night for the first time. She has a dog to keep her company. The girl listens on the news about a serial killer on the loose. She goes to sleep after locking all the doors and windows, but for one, which doesn't close. Okay. I feel like that would be an issue that I would be a little bit concerned about, but suddenly she is awakened by a dripping sound. Scared thoroughly. How do you be scared thoroughly? This is so confusing. She tries to go back to sleep and puts her hand down the bed for a reassuring lick from her dog. As the dripping sound continues, she goes to check on the taps in the kitchen, bathroom, and everywhere else, but finds nothing. What are you saying?
I was saying drip, drip, drip.
Okay. She returns to her bedroom and puts the hand down again for the dog to lick. The dripping sound continues and the girl is too frightened to fall asleep. But as her hand gets licked from under the bed, she slowly falls asleep. In the morning, when she opens the closet, she finds her dog killed and hanged upside down. The dripping sound was from the dog's blood. On the closet door, she sees a message: "Humans can lick too." That's what I thought it was gonna be, but I didn't know that the dog dies also. I thought that's insane.
I was thinking maybe her arm would be bitten off.
No. All right, I'm gonna do one more, and then I'll give you. Okay, then you can have it. And we also found a different place to get our scary stories because the one that I was on weren't really like interesting. Yeah. Let me see how long these are. Okay, these are like rather short. Okay.
All right, while she does this, I'm gonna sing to you.
Okay, do it.
I always feel like somebody's watching me, and I got no promises. Oh. I was looking in the land late one night. Oh, yeah. Okay. Tom had just left a party and was driving down a dark road all by himself.
Okay.
It was about 12:30 at night, pouring down rain. He had only driven about 2 miles when he saw this faint figure walking on the side of the road. As he got closer, he realized it was a young lady. She was wearing a long white dress. He pulled over and asked if she would like a ride. She said she would and hopped in the front seat. He noticed she was shivering from the rain, so he took. Wait, I've read this story before.
Okay.
He took off his jacket and offered it to her. She draped the jacket over her shoulders and then started to talk about nothing in particular. When Tom pulled up to her house, he turned to ask her something, but she was gone. Puzzled, he thought maybe she had already ran into the house. The following day, Tom realized the girl had left in such a rush he forgot to give him back his jacket. He remembered where her house was and drove there since he didn't have a phone number to call.
That's creepy AF. Why are you driving to this girl?
Why would you just keep her jacket?
Unless it's like Gucci, like Louis Vuitton jacket, like I would just be like, okay, there's no point in doing this.
He knocked on the door and an older woman answered. Tom told her he was there to pick up his jacket that her daughter had left there from the night before. The woman looked at him strangely and told him he must have the wrong house. The man was sure that this was the right place. He dropped off the girl because he began to describe her and what she was wearing. The old lady was shaken and began to cry. She explained that her daughter died 10 years ago on prom night and that the man described her exactly. She said her daughter was buried up the road at a Meadowwood cemetery. After Tom left the old lady's house, he decided to go find the girl's grave. There, laying on the headstone, was his jacket.
So, was she a ghost, or?
I think she was a ghost.
Okay, that was more sad. That made me, like, sad for the, like, old lady.
I think, like, I read this story on, like, Roblox. Like, I, like, would go through, like, the Roblox stuff, and I would just, like, read scary stories.
So, this one is called The Hook.
I love this one. That's my favorite. I've read it before.
Oh, really? What happens?
It's about a guy that like gets ran over by like a train with his hand and he like puts it as a hook or something.
Okay. I'm gonna read it then. Because it might not actually be that also.
Yeah, maybe.
Alright.
That's how I remember it, but
the reports had been on the radio all day, though she hadn't paid much attention to them. Some crazy man had escaped from the state asylum. They were calling him the Hook Man since he had lost his right arm and had it replaced with a hook. He was a killer, and everyone in the region was warned to keep watch and report anything suspicious. But this didn't interest her. She was more worried about what to wear on her date. After several consultation calls with her friends, she chose a blue outfit in the very latest style and was ready and waiting on the porch when her boyfriend came to pick her up in his car. They went to a drive-in movie with another couple, then dropped them off and went parking in the local lover's lane. The blue outfit was a hit, and she cuddled close to her boyfriend as they kissed to the sound of romantic music on the radio. Then the announcer came on and repeated the warning she had heard that afternoon. An insane killer with a hook in place of his right hand was loose in the area. Suddenly, the dark, moonless night didn't seem so romantic to her. The lover's lane was secluded and off the beaten track. A perfect spot for a deranged madman to lurk, she thought, pushing her boyfriend away.
I think I know what's gonna happen.
Maybe we should get out of here. That hook man sounds dangerous. Oh, come on, babe. It's nothing, her boyfriend said, trying to get in another kiss. She pushed him away again. No, really, we're all alone out here. I'm scared, she said. They argued for a moment. Then the car shook a bit, as if something or someone had touched it. She gave a shriek and said, "Get us out of here now." Jeez, her boyfriend said in disgust. But he turned the key and went roaring out of the lover's lane with a screeching of his tires. They drove home in stony silence, and when they pulled into her driveway, he refused to help her out of the car. He was being so unreasonable, she fumed to herself. She opened the door indignantly, don't know what that means, and stepped into her driveway with her chin up and her lips set. Rolling around, she slammed the door as hard as she could, and then she screamed. Her boyfriend leapt out of the car and caught her in his arms. "What is it? What's wrong?" he shouted. Then he saw it. A bloody hook hung from the handle of the passenger side door. Wait, I don't get it. What happened? Hold on. So they go home.
I guess like his like arm, like his like hook, he was like cut off like in like the thing. I don't.
No, the hook was in their car door.
Somebody once told me the world is gonna roll me. I ain't the sharpest tool in the shed. She was looking kinda dumb with her finger and her thumb in the shape of an L on her forehead. Well, the year starts coming and it don't stop coming. Then it makes sense with it get the ground running. Then it makes sense with the dip or dumb. Head gets numb. So much to do, so much to see, but what's wrong with kicking the backseat? Another shine if you don't glow. Another shine if you don't know. Hey now, you're an all-star. Get your game on. Go Lane. Hey now, you're a rock star. Get your show on. Get fame. All that glitter is gold. Only shooting stars break them. Oh. A father went to go say goodnight to his 7-year-old son. Okay. I think you might know this one.
I don't know.
Very well knowing that if he didn't, his son would have been trouble sleeping. It was a nightly routine between them. He entered the dimly lit room where his son waited under his blanket. With the first glance, the father could tell there was something unusual about his son tonight, but couldn't put his finger on it.
His son was like a demon or something. I'm like...
He looked the same, but had a grin on that drew from ear to ear. You okay, buddy? The father asked. The son nodded with the grin still up, before saying, Daddy, check for monsters under my bed. Stop! The father chuckled a bit before getting his hands and knees just to check to satisfy his son. There under his bed, pale and afraid, was his son, his real son, whispered, Daddy, there's someone on my bed. Daddy, there's someone on my bed. As he raises his eyebrow, he gets up from the bed and looks, and suddenly the boy on the bed is gone.
What the F? That is so weird.
Daddy, there's someone on my bed.
No, I literally have trauma from if any of my kids ever asked me that, I think I would like leave and like sell the house. Yesterday we learned how to play Sailor Moon.
I was just about to say that. Do you guys want to listen to it? I'll put it
Should we try to reenact it, or do you think that you have it?
I think we could try doing it.
Okay.
That's it. Thank you for joining us on our Halloween special. Sorry if it wasn't fun, but anyways, bye guys.